What is up everyone, my name is Jasper and in today's video it is time for another income report. So we're currently sitting in March, so that means that we're going to look back at February of 2022. Now February has been a divided month. As far as monetary numbers and page views, things have been going relatively well. But as for myself, I really haven't been putting in the work that I wanted to. So the first week of February started out great with 8 articles, but ever since the first week, things have been really going downhill. I believe I ended up with a total of 16 articles in the whole of February. So that's 50% in the first week and another 50% in the next 3 weeks. That's really not what I want to see, and I am trying to figure out why that happened. I haven't really been feeling demotivated or anything, I just haven't been writing as much as I would have wanted. On top of that, my order with Rewrite Blog Post has finalized, at least all the titles that I provided them. I currently have about 20,000 words left for them to write for me, but I just haven't supplied them with the article titles yet. So that's something I will be getting on relatively soon, so Rewrite Blog Post can start providing me with some extra articles as well. On top of that, I really just need to write more myself. I'm not really sure what happened, but let's make sure it doesn't happen again. Other than that, there seems to be some sort of power shift happening within my portfolio. Ever since I started blogging, my main English beauty site has been my largest website and my largest earner. But ever since July of 2021, I made the decision to stop working on this site. It got hit really hard by a core update in December of 2020, and ever since then I really haven't seen any growth or just any reason to pour more money or energy into this project. So in July of 2021, I decided that it is time to stop working on this website. And ever since I made that decision, the website has seen a steady decline in page view numbers. And that decline is still going on. But to offset that decline, another website of mine has suddenly started to increase in traffic. So this is the accessory website on which I recently made a video. But this one is really starting to show some great potential, and it's currently sitting at around 15,000 page views. And 15,000 page views is nearly exactly half of what my English beauty site did in the same month. So there's really a sort of power shift happening where my newer accessory website is about to overtake the beauty site in terms of page views and income. And to be honest, I cannot wait to see that. But with all of that said, let's just dive into the numbers and see just how much my websites have actually made. So for now, we are still starting off with the English beauty site because it is still the largest. And even though it's the largest, this month it only brought in 30,000 page views, which is, I believe, its lowest I've ever seen it, even after the core update. So just over 30,000 page views is about 4,000 fewer than the month before in January, and that really shows that steady decline I've been talking about. Now I do know that January has 3 more days, but still a 4,000 page view difference is a pretty substantial difference. Anyway, even though the page view numbers are down, the income is actually up. And this website is monetized with Amazon Associates and AdThrive for display and video ads. So in February, with my AdThrive ads, my display ads made about $512. And that is about, I believe, $30 more when compared to January. So that's a slight increase. Now my video ads have also slightly increased, going to a little over $80 instead of the $70 we saw in January. So both sources of ad income have slightly increased. Now there's an even larger increase in my Amazon income. So currently I have an Amazon US, Amazon UK and Amazon Germany store connected to my account. And my Amazon US made about $235. That is a lot more than the $180 we made in January. So that's a really substantial increase. Sadly though, that can't really be said for my German store, which made a negative of €1.50. So I think someone just returned their product for whatever reason. And when they return their product, your affiliate commission is withheld, and that is what it's showing right now. But for my Amazon UK store, we actually increased with 100% for a grand total of £8. Yeah, that's amazing, £8 from 4 to £8. Anyway, it is something, and in total this website made just over $844. Now $844 is up by about $90 when compared to January. But the $90 does not make for the 25% increase in income that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. That is coming from some other sources right now, and let's just dive into those. So that money is actually coming from my accessory website. And I kind of hinted at it with the power shift that I've mentioned in the beginning of the video, but this website is really starting to take off. In February it did just shy of 16,000 page views, and that is of course an all-time high for this website. And that is, I believe, the 6th month in a row where we hit an all-time high again. And this is really that hockey stick growth that many people have been talking about. If you just look at this page view graph, it is insane to see how quickly suddenly all of this started to grow. Now, of course, this website is the main focus of the coming few months. I really have the goal to make this website as large as it can be. It is a super broad niche with a few shoulder niches that I can tap into as well if need be. But honestly, the main topic is already good for, I believe, at least 1000 articles. So let's just try to get there as fast as possible. So my goal is 200 articles by the end of Q2, and I think that is really doable. That would mean about 25 articles every single month from now on, and that seems like something that is definitely reachable. Anyway, we did just shy of 16,000 page views, and I actually decided to monetize this website. So this website has never been monetized, but I did finally make the decision to connect it to Ezoic. So right now it is finally making some money, and it's actually some nice money because the RPMs are really nice for this website. I have connected 3 other websites to Ezoic and they are all sitting at about $7 RPM, which is really low in my opinion. But this website, it is currently hovering between $17 and $18 RPM, and that is a really nice RPM to see. Especially since we're in the first quarter, this website has just only been on Ezoic for a few weeks, so I expect things to grow even more. Anyway, this site made just shy of $170 in its first month of being monetized. And that is amazing to see. I always feel like the first $100 made in a single month with a single website is by far the most difficult. And we just crossed that, so I'm super happy to see that. And well, as I said, most of my attention will be focused on this website from now on. Other than that, I have 2 more English websites, and let's just quickly go over the first one, which is my case study website. This is the website I started a while back, and the idea was to see how well bulk publishing does for a site. So the rumors were that bulk publishing would get you out of the sandbox much faster. And that's something I wanted to try. But sadly, this site got hit really hard by the indexing issues. I had published around 80 articles, and as of speaking, about 14 are indexed, and that's only 14 in the last couple of days. Before that, it was literally 0. Nothing could be found on Google. Still, this website is indexed in Yahoo and Bing, and there are currently some articles in Google as well. And they made up for a total of just under 600 page views. And this is the 3rd month this website is live, and it's just under 600 page views. It is not much, but it is at least a sign that some things are moving in the right direction. Other than that, of course, his site is not yet monetized. We're not even at 1000 page views a month, so there's no need in monetizing this website. So before we go into the last of my English website, let's first cover 2 of my Dutch websites. Currently, I have a portfolio of 6 sites, 4 of them in English and 2 of them in Dutch. And one of those Dutch sites is basically the Dutch version of the beauty site we just discussed. It is only a really small website. I believe I only publish a total of 22 articles on that site. But every single month it does not fail to bring in at least some traffic and some money. So in total, this website had 1800 page views, a little over 1800 page views. And even though that really isn't a lot, it is something, and it does bring in some money because this website is also connected to Ezoic. So this site made a little over $15, and $15 is on the lower end for this website. I do have to say it is a little lower than I'm used to seeing, but still it is a little extra money, and it's really nice to see that with this website it's still bringing in page views and still bringing in money, even though I have literally not touched it for about 1.5 years. Now the same can be said for my other Dutch website, which is in the boating niche, and this website is really seasonal. Currently we're in the winter or in the colder seasons, so traffic is naturally a lot lower than during the warm summer times. So in February, this website did just shy of 2300 page views, and even though that is a little over that of the Dutch beauty site, it still is not a lot. But to be fair, this website in its peak during June, July and August, it reaches around 10,000 page views a month, and that is really solid in my opinion. This website also only has like 30 articles on there, so once again a really small website that has not been touched in a few years, just still brings in a little bit of money and page views. So speaking of money, this website also monetized with Ezoic, but it only made $14. For some reason, the EPMV or the RPM for this site is just a lot lower than for the beauty site. Anyway, those are the 2 Dutch sites. I really don't think I need to give any more detail. These are just some sites that are there that I once made and are still bringing in some money. Now last up, I wanted to cover my last English website, and this is the website that I covered in a video before where I was telling that I'm prepping this website for an exit. This is a site that I really haven't been working on at all. It's a relatively small site with only about 30 articles on there, and it's just kind of been weighing me down. It used to not make any money, and I really didn't have the motivation to work on it. I really just wanted to focus on other projects. So the most logical decision is to sell off this website. So it's a video I made where I kind of went over how I'm preparing this website for that exit. So ways I'm improving monetization, little things that I'm doing in the background to improve things, and what kind of documents and stats I need to gather to make for a smooth exit. So back then I mentioned how I would connect that website to Ezoic, and that's what I did in January. So I believe at the start of the second week in January, that website was connected to Ezoic, and it made a total of $42. To me personally, that looked really nice because $42 in 3 weeks, it would roughly equate to like $50 to $55 for the whole month, and that was really nice. However, in February, for whatever reason, this has really dropped. So this is what I mentioned before, how I'm just not seeing good RPMs with Ezoic for whatever reason. And this site is no different. When I first connected it, I saw reports of $18 RPMs. I even saw a $30 RPM, but that quickly got corrected to something much lower. But as of now, I'm averaging a $7 RPM, and that's just really not that good. So with that, my earnings have also dropped. And in February, despite finally having an entire month of income, I only made $33. And that's just not a lot. If I would sell that website right now with a factor of 40, that would mean that the site is currently worth just over $1,300. And that's just not really what I expected to see. I really expected to see the traffic and income both slightly grow when compared to January. But the opposite was true. So the page views dropped from 7,000 page views in January to just over 5,000 in February. So that's a pretty substantial drop. And the earnings of course went from $42 to $30. So really, I am not sure what I'm going to do with this site right now. I don't have the intention of writing any more articles for this website. I don't think my time is best spent here. I think it's best spent at the accessory website. But to be honest, I do want to see this website go for slightly more than $1,300. Anyway, I am going to keep track of that in March, and I'm going to see how the site performs in March, and if there's still a drop or if it slightly grows or if it stays steady. When I have the data, I will make a decision. Anyway, with all of that said, my total income for my website was $1,076. And that is up by about $250 compared to last month. And that is mainly to do with the fact that there were slight increases for my main beauty site, but primarily because I finally monetized my accessory website. Anyway, I am super happy to see my income grow again, but I do have to mention that I also have a few other revenue sources. So first up is my dividend income. In February, I made about 30 euros in dividend. Now this will all just be reinvested back into new dividend stocks, but I do feel like I wanted to mention that. Aside from that, I did make a few extra $100 here and there from affiliate income, my YouTube AdSense income, and a lot of other sources. So for my overall earnings for this month, you can basically almost double my website income, and that will be my total income for this month. So it's a lot higher than I usually show in these videos because I never really talk about my affiliate income or my YouTube AdSense income or my dividend income. But if these are things that you would like to see in future income reports, I can of course include those from then on. But anyway, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!